Welcome back to The Deep Dive. Every so often we find a project that really captures a cultural moment where tradition and the future kind of collide.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're looking at today.
We have a deep dive that's all about that collision in music, taking something really deep-rooted and giving it a completely modern, global spin.
And the artist doing this is the DJ and radio producer, Chris Kaltsas. The project is his digital album, MAM-A LOOK, Music for the Soul.
MAM-A LOOK. I like that. It has a very sort of heartfelt sound to it.
It does, and he's taking on Greek traditional music, which is, it's a monumental task, but his approach is what's so fascinating.
Right, because he's not treating it like some dusty old recording.
Not at all. His whole mission really is to treat this music not as museum material, but as living raw material.
Living raw material. I like that. So it can be shaped, it can be reformed for a new audience?
Exactly. Something that can be plugged directly into modern electronic production. You give it a new life.
So let's talk about that. What does this fusion actually sound like? What's the musical result when you take these, ancient melodies and pair them with a contemporary beat?
Well, he's very specific. He talks about finding the diamonds of the Greek tradition, songs like Amarantos or Afusis that people instantly recognize.
Okay, and he reworks them with what?
Yeah.
What are the genres?
It's a real spectrum of refined electronic sounds. You'll hear lounge, some bossa nova.
House music?
Oh, definitely house music. And very importantly, those smooth balearic sounds.
Balearic. Let's dig into that for a second, because that term really sets a specific kind of mood, doesn't it?
It really does. It's key to the whole album's feel. It's not just club music. It's that, laid-back, atmospheric vibe.
The sunset on a Mediterranean beach kind of sound.
Precisely. It's chill-out music. And when you blend that smooth, global feel with these sometimes quite melancholic Greek melodies, that's where the magic really happens.
But the selection process to get to that point, Greece has so many distinct musical traditions. Where do you even begin?
It was a massive job. He drew on his background as a radio producer, digging through archives. He listened to countless songs.
And he started with a long list, I understand.
The very long list. His initial pool of tracks he thought could work was more than 20 songs.
Wow. Over 20. And the final album has
just 10 final recordings, a mix of instrumentals and songs. That tells you how rigorous the selection was. He was really aiming for a cohesive album, not just a collection of remixes.
And this gets to the core challenge, doesn't it? Preserving the integrity of the original music. How do you avoid losing the soul of the song when you change so much?
That is the tightrope walk. And his commitment, from what we can see, was to keep the core melody and the traditional feel completely intact.
So the melody is the anchor.
The melody is the anchor. What changes are the rhythm, the orchestration, the instruments around it. That way, the character, the very essence of the music isn't lost.
And the album itself is framed as more than just a collection of tracks. It's meant to be a journey.
Absolutely. A musical road trip, really. An auditory tour through the Greek provinces.
So it's not random. There's a map to it. Where does this journey take us?
It's incredibly ambitious geographically. The sounds map a huge area. You start in the Peloponnese, you go up to Epirus.
Which have completely different sounds.
Totally different. Then you jump to the islands. You've got Crete, Ikaria, even Patmos, Naxos, Kossos.
And it goes even wider than that, right?
It does. It brings in sounds from Asia Minor and Cyprus as well. The idea is to help listeners, especially international ones, find these Greek roots through the music.
Which leads to his market goal. He was very clear about this. He wasn't just making art for art's sake. He wanted to create something functional.
He actually called it a generic album. But generic here doesn't mean boring. It means it can work in lots of different settings.
Right. It's versatile. What kind of settings did he have in mind?
Think of beach bars across the Mediterranean, obviously. But he was also aiming for bars and lounges in, say, France, Italy, Germany, or the UK.
So a very deliberate international push.
A very deliberate push. He saw that there's this huge international demand for New World music, but Greece is often, overlooked in that space.
That's a good point. It's a real gap in the market.
And this album is designed to fill that gap. It speaks a musical, language lounge, house that a global audience already understands.
Even the structure of the album feels intentional. It's not just a playlist.
No, it's designed to be listened to like an old record. It has a definite beginning, middle, and end.
A proper listening experience.
Exactly. The rhythms vary, the mood shifts. It takes you on that road trip we mentioned, with a clear start and a satisfying finish.
It's a really successful marriage, then. You get the depth and soul of traditional Greek sound, but packaged for a modern global audience through really smart electronic production.
He's proven that this music isn't a museum piece. It's alive, it's adaptable, and it's ready for a global stage.
With a fantastic piece of curation, a true deep dive into the sound of a nation. Follow Chris Kaltsas on Spotify to listen to the album.